Kill denied. Kill confirmed.
The journey has been long and arduous. I've travelled far and wide and witnessed peril and danger around every corner I've turned. For the last 5 years I've mantled across icy plains, braved the scorching hot heat of the Sahara Desert, and climbed mountains so high and vast that I've battled against the pneumonia and the frostbite that removed my fingers. All but 2 index fingers and 2 thumbs, which allow me to hold a controller and just about play this game. But my adventure ends here, and finally I've found it, the Holy Grail. For this, the S12 is the worst gun in Call of Duty ever. That's my opinion. I don't know how you feel, but this is me. I can't see how anybody could particularly argue this point. If there's a few facts behind this gun, I can tell you 1 or 2 of them. Number 1, I never seem to see one lying on the floor. Now that would spell either 2 things: that the person using it has stayed alive forever and ever throughout a game, and never died, thus letting me scavenge it. Or number 2, the obvious: nobody uses it. In fact, maybe 1 or 2 use it, but the reason I'm using it in particular is because I want to get my Diamante camo for my KSG. But unfortunately, you have to brave through the arduous struggle of getting gold for the semi-automatic shotguns. But if you haven't used this gun already, and you're giving it a bit of a wide berth, maybe you're wondering exactly how bad it is. Well, I can tell you that. Just imagine the AA-12 from Modern Warfare 3 after a complicated, long and unsuccessful sex change. On the run from the law after a heinous crime of stealing from a children's charity box, making its getaway on a stolen child's tricycle, and for all full intention of using the proceeds of his crime to fund himself with a bucket of caltrops to throw in front of the oncoming Christmas parade of Santa's float, thus bursting the tires and ruining everybody's day. In one word, pathetic. Actually 2 words: pathetic, ridiculous. In fact, make that 3 words: pathetic, ridiculous, and utterly pointless. No wait, that's 4. Oh well. I think for me the worst part about this is to get the camouflage to get up to gold. You have to hit many different targets, and namely all those targets are getting 1-hit kills. But getting 1-hit kills with this gun is about as likely as a midget becoming President of the United States of America. Allow me to explain. You have 10 shells combined in your gun. The equipment I use is the only 2 pieces of equipment you can use for this. It's the long barrel and the fast mags reload. I did try using the extended mags attachment, which takes it up to I think 15 shells, but to be honest with you, the thing's such a slug to reload, it's quite painful. There is of course only 1 actual map you can use this gun with any kind of maybe reasonable success, and that's the boat map Hijacked. The reason for that being is you've got more opportunity to come through a door and have somebody bump heads with you, giving you enough range to take them out in maybe 1, 2 or 3 shots. But let's take our measurements in computer size terms. Take about 6 foot. You've got to be prepared to spend at least 5 shells in that person, maybe more. Anything over 6 foot would quantify you to have to use at least 7 or 8 shells. That leaves you 2 in your barrel. So, you have to stop, take a cheeky little hide and reload, taking you back up to 10. What I'm saying is the realism of getting a double kill with these guns is not very likely, unless the 2 people are standing directly close together and 1 foot away from you. No, unfortunately this gun doesn't match up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying let's make a Striker Mark II from Modern Warfare 3, but something a little bit more consistent would be a bit of an advantage and make people want to try and use it. Maybe, I don't know. But for now, if you're considering putting this thing on, I'd probably say water it down a little bit. Don't put it on just yet, go for something a little less painful, like attaching shock charges to your testicles, set to go off every 25 minutes. Or actually, here's an idea. Maybe attach the shock charges to your testicles and put on this gun. The searing pain you get from the electricity that's going to course through your lower regions will cushion the blow from what you get of using this piece of junk. My opinion? Leave this one right on the back burner where it belongs. A distant memory. In fact, give it its passport and send it off packing to Mallorca, where it can go and seek out its long-lost brother, the AA-12, who's now been renamed under the Witness Protection Program as the AA-10, just simply because there's a matter of a large community of shotgunners that want to find that piece of crap, tie a rope around its neck and throw it off a bridge. So you're still not convinced? Well, please observe. Now, let me get this straight. If I counted correctly, and I'm pretty sure I did, That was 10 shells I've just pumped into one man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10. I think it's safe to say you catch my drift. Anyway, case closed. I sentence you to reappear in Black Ops 3 as the most overpowered shotgun available. On with the next case. It's the people versus the M1216. Well, we're going to have to see about that one, aren't we?